Hello once again. Wanted to capture this beautiful sunset behind my window and give you a very important message, probably the last message of today, that you are very important, I have to tell you. And it's more about saying no to certain things than saying yes to certain things, at least in my experience. Sometimes a no is just as powerful as a yes. Sometimes you already know what you're doing and what you have to do, and a lot of things are getting in the way. And you don't need to say yes to everybody, because I think in this powerful age now, in this powerful time that you're in, you're gonna get a lot of temptations from, let's call it the devil, let's call it the Satan, or I think it's just temptations to go off your path. The path that you're on is the path that is a sacred path, the path of the righteous. Siratu Musakim, as what MF Doom taught me. I've heard it in one of his interviews, and I watched that interview today because I was looking for some advice. And as always, the spirits of the dead are speaking to me. And, sometimes you watch the same thing over and over again, and it gives you a different meaning. And what I've heard today from him was, do you. It's a very powerful quote, which sounds, it even rhymes, do you. But it's so powerful because people are going to try to make you go astray off your path. You don't necessarily have to go with other people. You have to really listen carefully to your heart. If you listen carefully, you can hear the children in the back, and that's your children, that's your inner children speaking to you as well, because there is no other person like you. You can go with other people, you can follow their path, but there's no people like you. So you gotta remember that. That's pretty much the whole message, and I can expand on it more and more. But what's the most important thing is people follow other people and they forget that they are the ones that they should be following. And if you feel like you're doing something that is not exactly like on your path, just look if you're not following somebody else's orders. It could be a little thing. It could be somebody just like, I don't know, giving you advice and you're following that advice, and you might not feel like you should be following their advice, but it makes sense that we want to listen to others because our whole lives we listen to others, but there's nobody like you. You could look at yourself as another person too and follow his or her advice, because you are just as powerful as anybody else. And as soon as I started going on my path, things started to try and pull me every sort of different direction, and it's crazy how that happens, because I can feel success like crawling on my shoulder, and now I'm getting all kinds of suggestions from the side telling me to do this, but check this out, look at this, and I'm like, I'm almost tempted to go there, but then I'm like, where am I supposed to be? Really, 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 where am I supposed to be? Because I'm drawing now, and I'm getting all these messages from all like different directions, from just the children playing outside, from the sunset, from the series that I'm watching now, and I'm just sitting there and drawing, and I have everything that I need around me just by sitting at home and just it's insane. Like, and people try to pull you in different directions, and you shouldn't be pulled. You should do you, which is the hardest thing to do, but it's the path of the righteous, and you just don't think that, and you can't split yourself into many different beings. You can't fulfill everybody's wishes. Like, for example, me, I don't want anybody to go off their path in order to help me to go on my path. Like, I don't want that. I'd rather you do you and I do me, and I do I, because I wouldn't want that for you. So why would I go off my own path if I don't wish that for somebody else? Why would I go off my own path? Like, I shouldn't. Empath. Own path. You're an empath because you're supposed to be on me path. Me, same thing. And some people, they don't have that. They have this force. They're always forcing things. And I'm not a forceful guy. I like when things are flowing like a wave, and some people just like the physical thing, the physical, like oomph, like the oomph, like the Alan Watts talks about. It's like this, this like pushing through the force. And I'm like, I go to the gym for that, I push some weights up and I exercise, and that's what I do. And, I stopped taking drugs, I stopped drinking, I stopped smoking because of that. And every time I get pulled back into that circle of friends, like I can't be doing that. I always relapse, and I don't want to relapse anymore. So the path of the righteous, Sirat al-Mustaqim. So remember that. And I'm remembering this myself. So that's why I'm making this message, because you're supposed to be huge, you're supposed to be big, you're supposed to be righteous. You're not supposed to be following somebody else's path. And it even sounds crazy because, like, I follow people, I look at what people do, but I follow them because I see that what they are preaching, let's say, what they're saying is what I'm thinking, which is every individual has their own way. There's a time for following, and there's a time for leading your own way and shining your own light. So, do you. Coming back to that, do you. Introducing some silence into these videos, because silence teaches you like the biggest lesson. So sometimes we don't want to hear our own thoughts. That's why we play some music, distract ourselves, and do things that not to hear our thoughts. But you just introduce a little bit of silence every day, and just watch how your world will transform. So I'm praying for you. I trust you. I believe in you. Go on the righteous path. Go on your own path. And, you will get there, That's what I think this description of the chosen one is. It's like the chosen one, not the chosen two or the chosen three. It's the chosen one. Because maybe it's about the chosen. It's like about the choice. you know, you make a choice and you choose one. You choose you. And as I said that, it was 1001. So 10. The one and only O, you know, the that there is. So choose one, not two, not three, not four, choose one. Because you're powerful. That's what I wanted to say in this message, that you're powerful, you're strong, and I believe in you, and I'm proud of you. So I hope you feel what I'm feeling now. And I'll be sharing more of this, I think. This is really important message. Choose one. Choose one. Okay, I'm going to leave you at that. Lots of love and peace.